Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. Well, here we are. It's Monday. And you know what that means? It's time for horoscopes. Now, I know a lot of people say, Psychic Bob, I hate Mondays. Well, that's why I chose to do horoscopes on Monday because, you know, we all need a little help to get through a Monday, don't we? So here we are. We're going to talk about our Zodiac here. And this is our big Zodiac wheel. You'll forgive me, I'm away from home, so I don't have my big ceramic one. You guys may know I have a big ceramic Zodiac wheel, those of you who watch regularly. But today we got our little paper Zodiac wheel, but it works just as well. Well, I'm glad you're here. And you know, what we're going to do, we're going to first of all, I want to say, first of all, thank you to all the new people who have been coming out and subscribing and saying how much you enjoy the channel. I'm really honored that you're here. And so welcome to Spirit Channel. And for those of you who do not know, this is a weekly tradition. That's why, as I said, every Monday we put out horoscopes. And these horoscopes are unique to Spirit Channel. You won't get them anywhere else. I actually study astrology. I sit down, I look at all the transits of the week. I look at what's going on in the stars, planets, the houses, and I put together these horoscopes. So they're unique to Spirit Channel. You won't get them anywhere else, okay? So I'm glad you're here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little quick overview. I'm going to go through every day of this week. And by the way, just to clarify, today's video covers all the astrology and it covers Monday, November 13th through Sunday, November 19th. Okay, so that's our time period. Monday, November 13th to Sunday, November 19th. Okay, so everything in this video is for that time period. So we're going to look at each day this week and kind of see what the major happenings are in the stars. And then I'm going to go around the zodiac wheel and get individual horoscopes for each zodiac sign. So we get a lot of stuff in here. And you know, horoscopes is a wonderful way if you're somebody who's, you know, been waiting on getting a private reading with me. I know some of you say, Psychic Bob, I want to have a private reading, but it's going to be a little while till I can do it. That's okay. Horoscopes will help you in the meantime. And for those of you who may be waiting for messages from the spirit world, you might be waiting for a message there. Well, you know, definitely check your horoscope out because that will give you help for your week as well. Okay, so that's why I do it. I give it so everybody gets a little psychic help, you know, throughout the week. Okay, well, I'm so glad you're here. Well, we're going to jump into today's horoscope. So let's look at what's going on in the stars. Well, we got a very nice week this week, astrologically speaking. Today is Monday the 13th, and we start off with our sun in the sign of Scorpio. And we've got our moon in the sign of Virgo. And this is really nice because Scorpio is a water sign and the moon sign today, Virgo, is an earth sign. Earth and water nurture each other. And we have today, interesting, we've got Venus aspecting Jupiter, and then we've got Mercury square Neptune. And really what all this means is, you know, be persistent today. You've got grounded power to back what you want to do. But don't speak a lot today because with that Mercury square Neptune, it means like your inner perceptions may not necessarily be totally on track, but just keep being persistent. Don't try to figure it all out. Just do what you got to do. Be focused in the moment and you'll get through this day. With Venus aspecting Jupiter, this also means that you'll have good rapport with people. It highlights a little bit of romance and friendship and feeling good and looking good. So just keep doing what you know to do. Be confident in yourself today and just be persistent and you'll have a good day, okay? So it's not a day to freak out, to run and hide. Just do what you got to do. And that's the secret of today. You know, as we go into tomorrow on Tuesday, the 14th, we've got our moon moving over into Libra, which is an air sign. And we've got our moon sextile Mercury and our moon aspecting Mars. This makes for a great day for communications. It makes like real high energy. It's great for a little bit of romance and friendship. So friendship and romance, relationships, openness of heart and communications will be the theme on Tuesday. So know that and you'll move forward just fine. Be aware of people's energy and you share your heart with people as well. It's going to be a great day there for that. Okay, now on Wednesday the 15th, we've got our Libra moon, which is square Pluto, and then we've got our moon in opposition to Uranus. This is, of all the days this week, this may be one of probably the most challenging day of the upcoming week on Wednesday. The secret to getting through that day is just stay centered and stay in the moment. With that Libra moon square Pluto, it will be hard to get people to see long-term visions. People will not be able to focus. And with the moon in opposition to Uranus, that means people's behaviors may be a little erratic. So don't panic. You just kind of keep in the moment. Try to keep things very simple. Remember I was telling you guys yesterday, I was saying about KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Well, that's going to be our motto for Wednesday. Okay, just keep things simple and basic, and you'll get through the day okay. All right. Now, when we get into Thursday on the 16th, our moon is moving over into the water sign of Scorpio. And that'll happen early, 3:19 in the morning. Okay, so before most of us are out of bed. Venus is trine Neptune, and the moon aspects Jupiter. What this is this is our psychic power today. That Scorpio moon is just packed with deep intuition. And then we've got Venus trine Neptune. That's heightening our inner voice. Give way to your psychic senses on Thursday the 16th. That's where it's at. It's all internal. You may hear stuff in the outer world, people chattering, da, 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 da. Don't listen to the outer chatter. Listen to the inner voice on Thursday. That's how you succeed. And same thing on Friday. We still have that moon in Scorpio. That Scorpio moon will be trine Neptune. And then we've got the moon sextile Pluto that day. And what that means is that you will have psychic vision, being able to see the long-term vision. Now, people around you may still be in that gossipy, chattery mode and panicky. You focus on your long-term vision and speak from that place. Make your decisions based on long-term goals on Friday, not short-term goals. And you will be the one that'll be right. Everybody will say, how did they know it was going to turn out that way, you know? And see, you knew because you looked ahead. So trust that inner voice. Thursday and Friday, very strong psychic energy days. So especially for you budding psychics out there, definitely work on your skills on that day, okay? Now, when we get into the weekend on Saturday and Sunday, we've got our moon in Scorpio, which is that psychic energy, that inner self, for the first half of the day. Around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, the moon's going to shift over in Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. And so we're going from water into fire. Now, that doesn't have to be a traumatic transition, because actually in this case, we also have the sun aspecting the moon, which illuminates, it kind of brings balance. So you won't feel like suddenly you're disconnected from your psychic self, because that shift over puts you in a fire mode, which is actually more inspiration. You'll be feeling like you just want to get out and get things done, and you're inspired, and things you've been thinking about, you can start to put in motion. So Saturday, really good day to kind of set things in motion. First half of the day, meditate about it, and second half of the day, go make it happen, okay? Then when we get into Sunday, the 19th, we still have our moon in Sagittarius. And I like the Sagittarius moon because that really is like success, okay? So focus on success, okay? We've got our moon square Pluto that day, which is a challenging aspect because people on Sunday may not get, again, the long-term vision. They may not understand you. We also have our moon square Neptune, which from a psychic place means you may feel a little disjointed from your original psychic inspirations. But that Sagittarius moon just says, shift things to the outer world. It's like you've almost done enough inner work, so don't worry about that anymore. Just focus on doing the practical stuff. You'll find Sunday, it's really a day just to keep it very simple. Don't get into deep intellectual discussions. Don't try to contemplate the universe. Take care of what you need to do. It's like a good day just to like wash the car and, clean the house. Simple things. Just keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. None of y'all are stupid, so you know I mean that lovingly. And you're going to have an awesome day, okay? So there's kind of our rundown of what we're looking at for the astrological energies of the week. Now, we're going to have horoscopes. We're going to go through all 12 zodiac signs. And listen up, because everybody watching this video, you are going to get a reading today. Now, if you're saying, Psychic Bob, I don't know what my horoscope sign is. Well, that's okay, because after each sign, I give the birth date range for that sign. So listen closely, and when you hear the sign that has your birth date range, that your birthday falls in, that is your sign, okay? So I think it's wonderful. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. I've been talking a lot this morning. You know, the life of a psychic is never dull. You know, even when I'm not doing videos, I got people calling, I'm answering questions, working on cases. It's a lot, but I love it. And I wouldn't miss being here with you guys for horoscopes. All right, so here we are. We're going to start around our zodiac wheel. Let's see, where are we here? We're going to start at Aries, which is right there, the ram, okay? And we'll spin around our wheel. So, Aries. Aries is March 21st to April 20th, okay? Aries, this week for you, the secret is to not get caught up in the fray. People around you are going to be very unstable, very erratic. Your power comes in keeping your focus, keeping grounded. Aries want to, particularly in the work area, be slow to react. Don't jump into the fray, because you'll find out that a lot of what you're hearing and sensing just doesn't come to fruition. And save yourself stress by getting caught up in everybody else's drama, okay? Also in the area of relationships this week, Aries, same thing. You may have your partner bouncing off the walls. You got to be that point of focus to bring them down and to understand that their concepts, their views are a little erratic right now. So take your time, be slow to act, be slow to speak, meditate a lot, and ground yourself. Aries, you do really well this week to, for example, get the stone black tourmaline or hematite. This is the type of energy you need, and that will keep you in your power element, your focus, okay? Also highlighted for Aries this week are issues connected to long-term investments. So you have a good focus this week that you'll be able to plan long-term savings like retirement accounts, property investments, things like that. Your key word this week, Aries, is ground. Just ground everything down, okay? You'll be fine. And so will everybody else who's in your influence. All right. Our next sign is Taurus, and that's April 20th to May 20th. April 21st to May 20th, sorry. Taurus, this week for you, you want to be kind of a bulldog about stuff. That means don't let people just kind of push you aside. Be very kind of go forward, you know, persistence, you know, really kind of be in people's face this week. People around you, interestingly, like the Aries, may be a little ungrounded. And your secret is just to keep repeating yourself. So say, hey, I'm here. Let's talk about this. You said you'd talk about this. In the work area particularly, you want to be like just on top of it. Just keep going back, revisiting the same issues. Now, you yourself, Taurus, may find, like you might say, well, God, this seems redundant. But try to understand that the people around you are only hearing, every 10 times you say something, they're only hearing it maybe once, if that. So you can keep repeating yourself, and that persistence pays off, because I feel like as we get later in the week, Taurus, that you're actually heard and you won't feel so frustrated. So the first few days may be a little frustrating. Just keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. Keep asking for that meeting with your boss. Keep asking for that coworker to help you complete the project they promised to help you with. And you'll see that you do get people on your team, okay? In the area of relationships, actually, this is one area where it will be easier for you. So in terms of romance for you, that, you know, your persistence really doesn't have to be so strong there, because it's like people are going to be drawn to you. You definitely have magnetic quality. And in the work area, that will show up a little later in the week. But in terms of romance, that's already present for you, so that will be easier. Romance, just keep it light. You can say it once and they're totally with you. So you won't have any problems in that area. Also, highlighted here for Taurus this week are issues connected to writing, particularly like letter writing. So if you're trying to, you know, be persistent, you may want to sit down and put stuff in writing, particularly as a way to get people's focus as well. Okay. Your key word this week, Taurus, is persistence. All right, you're going to be fine. Gemini. All right, Gemini is May 21st to June 20th. Gemini, this is romance week for you. You are in love with love and in love with everybody. Everybody's in love with you. You're really going to shine this week, Gemini. This is kind of a week where you get to be kind of a glamorous movie star. You know, you might say, who, me, Bob? Nobody ever once spoke to me or called me pretty or talked to me. Well, they will this week. And so this week, what you want to do is turn on that charm, be flirtatious. You can kind of be a little full of yourself and have some bravado. You know, as Geminis, you guys are definitely air signs, great communicators. This week, use that to your advantage. I think for Geminis, particularly in the work area, it's a great week for career advancement. It's kind of like be brazen and approach your bosses and say, hey, I want that promotion. I can do it, and you know I can do it. They'll be a little shocked, like, wow, this person's direct, but they'll receive it well, actually. So you've got that in your court. In the area of relationships, well, you know, I'm going to tell you, if you're in a relationship, please tell your partner to watch this video, because they're going to think that you're cheating on them, because you're going to have all these people calling you and flirting with you. They're going to say, who's that person winking at you over at the restaurant today? You'll say, honey, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But so you need to say, tell them, say, Psychic Bob said this was going to happen, and let them see this. If you're a single Gemini, well, you know, let me tell you, the world's your oyster. You know, you could date somebody every night this week and have a wonderful time. So be open to relationships, be open to romance, very strong factors around you. You're also going to find that there's also energy here around creative expression, like creating your own artworks this week as well. So let that love energy inspire you. Maybe you'll draw a painting, or you know, do a drawing, do a painting, do a sculpture. Be open to that. Your key word this week, Gemini, is flirt. All right. Our next sign is Cancer, and that's June 21st to July 22nd. You know, Cancers, your channel is opening. Your psychic channel is really opening this week. But there's a lot of what I would say, strong energy coming through that could be even a little overwhelming. So you also, similar to the Aries, you need to ground down. But where you've got your success now is literally visualization and meditation. So like in work, you know, if you're thinking, I've been trying to talk to my boss for a month about, you know, changing up this procedure, literally sit down, visualize yourself meeting with that boss, visualize that conversation having, visualize them saying, okay, I'll do it your way, I'm open to the change. And then you go in and talk to them. Your meditation is your key this week to opening doors, because you're using your psychic power. In the area of relationships, Cancer, you know, if you've got somebody that you've been feeling like you're having a little struggle with, use the same technique. It's like visualize yourself having open heart-to-heart communications. You're gonna rock it. And so that love that's been kind of, well, maybe we'll get together, maybe we won't, you can definitely get that under control through visualization meditation this week, okay? Also highlighted for Cancers here are issues connected to music, particularly like music appreciation. So it's a good time to get out and feel the vibe of music. Go to concerts, dance, go to clubs, enjoy music this week. Your key word this week, Cancer, is meditate. I'm with you. All right. Our next sign is Leo, and that's July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, this week, everybody around you is having drama. Okay? Stay out of it. Your power comes in your ability to be far-seeing this week. So if you keep your eye on the long-term goal, don't worry about what people are saying to you. For example, if you're a Leo and you're working on a business deal, and somebody comes, you says, I just don't know what to do, the numbers aren't adding up right, the whole deal's going to collapse. You just step back and say, well, let me look at that. I'll just look at it. Don't react dramatically. Don't get caught into that. You really want to stay in your place of power this week. You're going to find really in the work area that anything that appears as a drama this week, by the time we get to Friday, it's all faded away. So nothing is real. It's all illusory. Okay. In the area of relationships, this may also be a little bit of a challenging week, because Leos may find that their partner is misperceiving their energy. Like you may have somebody say, you don't love me, out of the blue. And you think, I totally love you. Why would you say that? Again, this is one of those things where you just stay in your center and just watch it and just say, honey, I love you. Keep reassuring them. By the end, you get to the end of the week, by Friday, they're like, I don't know why I was so upset with you earlier. So just be patient. This is going to be a little bit of a challenging week for you, Leos. But you're going to bag it by refusing to get involved with it and keeping your eye on your ultimate goal, your long-term goals, okay? So this week, your power word, your key word, focus. Just focus on those goals. You're going to rock it. All right. Our next sign is Virgo, and that's August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, you know, you're very creative people, and you're a very psychic sign. But this week is where it's going to be like bite your tongue, close your lips, and just watch. People are going to be coming at you, wanting you to throw your words at. In fact, you may even feel like people are trying to get you to join them, to gang up on somebody. Don't get into any of that. Don't give opinions one way or the other, particularly in the work environment. This may be a little bit of a factious week. Is that the word, fractious? Factious. Where people are dividing into camps. But you're going to be like the referee. Everybody's going to be wanting you to call the shots or pass the judgments. Don't do it. Stay out of that even. Even though you will clearly see what's going on, like you're going to be very clear in all of this. Like that person did that one didn't do that. They're guilty. They're not guilty. Don't even get into that. Don't try to defend people. Don't try to attack anybody. This is a week where you want to stay in your own center self, kind of like Leo's, and you just don't want to say anything. What you're going to find is that, once we get to the end of the week, also similar to Leo's, it's like all that drama just comes to nothing. So you will actually come out ahead and people respect you more by not getting involved. In the area of relationships, actually, Virgo, this is one area where you can literally, come in and take control of the situation. And I think that what you really want to focus on this week is just, hold on just a sec, what you want to focus on this week is, sharing from your heart. This is one area where, when you cast an opinion, it carries weight. So if you've got that person in your life where they're saying, well, should we do this? Should we do that? Do you want to get married? Do you not want to get married? Just put your heart into it. You'll be fine. Also highlighted for Virgos this week are energies connected to financial planning, particularly like long-term estate planning. So be open to that and maximize your money, okay? You're going to rock it. Your key word this week, Virgo, is silent. And our next sign on our wheel is Libra. And Libra is September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, this week for you, you want to also stay in your own knowledge of yourself. In the work area, you may find that there are challenges that people are misinterpreting your words or misinterpreting your actions. Don't go to the place of defense right now. Simply allow them to have their judgments, their perceptions, and don't respond to them. What you're going to find is as we get to the midweek time, they start to realize that what their perception of you was is incorrect, and you'll be back in your place of power. So not to worry about it. You're definitely moving into a place of where your truth will come out. In the area of personal relationships as well, Libra, this week you want to keep in your center, trust your inner voice. Again, people may have misinterpretations of your words or actions. Again, don't buy into it. This is going to be a week for Libra where it's like you don't have to defend yourself. You only have to stand in your light. So don't get caught up in he said, she said, I said, you said. Just say, I hear you. And let the issue sit. And as you get to the end of the week, then you'll be able to literally be in a place of where your light, your truth shines, okay? Also highlighted for Libras this week are issues connected to creative projects such as video development or film production or, creating some type of artwork. So be open to that. Your key word this week, Libra, is centered. All right, our next sign is Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios, this week, one of the things that is happening around you is that you are feeling the psychic energy all around you. Very high psychic week for Scorpios. And Scorpio, you want to really focus this week on being open to the connection with spirit. In the work area, you're going to get a sense about things. You're going to think, you know what, I should do this. Even if your boss didn't ask you, and then you go do that project and your boss is like, I need you to do this. And you can say, already did it. You'll win points and influence people and be a success. In the area of relationships as well, pay attention to that inner voice because you may have feelings like particularly in romance that your partner wants certain attentions from you or certain things they want, but they may not communicate it consciously, but you'll pick it up psychically. Trust that and work with that. So, share from the heart, be open to the presence of the spirit, and you're going to find that you really move forward in a way that brings a lot of success for you. Also highlighted for Scorpios this week are issues connected to to travel. So it's a good time to let the spirit lead you and take you on an adventure. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is psychism. Our next sign is Sagittarius. That's November 22nd to December 21st. You know, Sagittarius, this week you want to focus on the physical self. Sagittarians tend to get very intellectual, but they don't ground that energy down. Particularly in the work area this week, Sagittarius, think in terms of projects that will allow you learn to get up out of your chair, walk around, try to be physically present with people rather than doing email, go see them at their office directly. You'll find that this kind of physical element brings grounding to you, and it'll help you balance that mind, heart, body connection, okay? In the area of relationships also, Sagittarius, what you're going to find this week is that you want to kind of try to be physically present as well with people. It's a great time for you to literally take your boyfriend, girlfriend, potential partner, take them on a walk and say, let's just walk, let's talk. Try to avoid sedentary behavior this week, because what you're going to find is if you don't do that, your head will start spinning. But when that starts to happen, get out, physically touch or physically walk. That's going to be very valuable for Sagittarius this week. So definitely honor the physical self and know that that gives you power for the material and the psychic self as well. Also highlighted for Sagittarius this week are issues connected to exercise regimens. So it's a good time to maybe join a gym or take a yoga class. You know, of course, work with your doctor. You know, make sure you can do that. But be open to improving yourself on the material, physical level. That will give you power in every other area this next week. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is exercise. Okay. Our next sign is Capricorn. That's December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorn, this week, one of the things that you're going to find is that people around you are pulling at your emotions, okay? And you're going to feel like, you know, you just want to be compulsive at times. Try to avoid this, particularly in work, because there are going to be people maybe pull your strings a little bit this week. And so your secret to power is staying still and observing. Don't react. I know this is difficult sometimes, but really this is where the focus has to be for Capricorns, okay? And what you'll find is that when you refuse to play the game just kind of walks away from you, and you're left in your position of power and in your place of peace, okay? In personal relationships, same thing. There's some Uranian influence around you guys this week that may be a little erratic and make people tend to act out or speak out. You've got to avoid getting tangled in that emotional energy as well. Stay in your center, know your truth, don't feel the need to defend anything, and you'll succeed. You're carrying some energy a little bit like Libras this week, so you know, you might want to find a Libra co-pal and commiserate together. You'll understand and be on the same page. Also highlighted for Capricorns this week are issues connected to real estate investments. So maybe just get out of the office and go look at houses, okay? Your key word this week, Capricorn, is stability. Stability of that inner self, okay? Our next sign is Aquarius. That's January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius, right now, you are feeling friendship with the world, and the world is feeling friendship with you. So make sure to be in your place of power, be in your place of centeredness, trust yourself, trust others, keep that open-hearted communication. There's a lot of air energy that's going to allow you to reach people who really need a friend right now. So let the spirit lead you, walk in the light of friendship. It'll be interesting because Aquariuses will find that also like enemies this week, people that have been perceived as enemies, may let down their guard and actually offer a hand of peace. Be open to peacemaking, okay? And you'll find that you have a great week of joy, a great week of connectivity with others, and this is going to take you far in career as well as in personal life, okay? Also highlighted for Aquarius this week are issues connected to writing. So if you've been wanting to get on writing a book or writing poetry or music, do that, okay? Let that channel come and share that with your friends, and I'll uplift them as well. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is friendship, all right? And our last but not least sign on our wheel is Pisces. Where's our Pisces? Here's our Pisces. Our fishes. I love the Pisces people. That's February 19th to March 20th. Pisces, a lot of psychic power with you this week. A lot of water energy, a lot of air energy, a lot of psychic power. You want to be open to the presence of the spirit world. Pisces, you're going to feel like literally you've got a direct line to heaven and to the angels and to the spirit guides and to God. Allow that to be. Don't worry about it. Don't push it off. Don't say, am I crazy? Am I perceiving things wrong? Your perceptions will come from a psychic place. So allow that to happen. There's a lot of inspiration that you may be starting to write or be inspired, being creative. Be open to that process this week, Pisces. That really is going to bring a lot of power to you. And so you want to just let that creativity flow. Take it and run with it. Your key word this week, Pisces, is channel. Well, there we go, guys. We went around our zodiac wheel, and I'm so glad you're here. Listen, I got to say it. You know, if you're at a time in your life of struggle, don't give in to despair. Just pause, look to the stars. The zodiac wheel above us is always rotating, spinning every day. And what that means is each day brings a new opportunity for new beginning, new blessing, and new power. So keep faith, hope, and love in your heart, and let the Spirit lead, and you'll be blessed. You guys are the best. Listen, thanks for being here. I love you guys. I'm so thankful. And you know, if you didn't see yesterday's video, definitely check that out. I went to the beach, and I think you'll have a lot of fun with that. So definitely check that video out. And by the way, some of y'all have been writing me, say goodbye. You got a sesame seed on your cheek in that video. Yes, I did. You know, I have to tell you, that restaurant that I went to, the sesame chicken was good, but it had a type of a stickiness that I've never seen in sesame chicken. And literally, it was sticking. These little seeds were sticking all over me because I flipped some of it off me. So I was like picking seeds off. And I guess I missed the one on my face. So, yes, I'm aware I said the video. But you know what? Oh, well, that's life. Hey, you know, saying Bob's Hugh, but I'm not perfect. But I swear I got all the seeds. I even wiped my face good. And I guess there was a seed on my hand. I may have touched my face or something. I don't know. Anyways, but just ignore that. The rest of the video is pretty good. Thanks for being here, guys. I love you. Keep it here. Tomorrow is, what's tomorrow? Tuesday. That means messages from the spirit world, so you don't want to miss that. So we'll see you back here for that. For those of you who are new, messages from the spirit world happens every Tuesday. So look through my video queue. You'll learn about that. But messages from the spirit world, I do little mini psychic readings for people. So you can put your questions and comments for that video and also in the box below. And we'll gather up the letters and see what spirit has. So we'll see you back here tomorrow for that. Till then, may you always blessed be. Love you guys.